This is our problem for today's lecture. Uh, so what we can do here, this calculation of span moments and fixed end moments, as well as calculation of distribution factor, I will going to demonstrate using this PDF file, and the part of MDM table that we are going to see actually. So here we are having a beam like this, A, B, C, D, three span continuous beam. On the left side of A, there is an overhang of AE of 1.2 meter. On the right side of B, there is overhang of DF of 1.5 meter. AB is having length of 6 meter. BC is having length of 4 meter. CD is having length of 3 meter. AB is having moment of inertia 2I. BC one single I. CD is also having moment of inertia single I. Span AB 6 meter, BC is 4 meter, CD is 3 meter. AB is carrying point load of 45 kilonewton at a distance of 4 meter from A. BC is carrying 30 kilonewton point load at midspan. CD is carrying 16 kilonewton point load at midspan. Overhang AE is carrying point load of 10 kilonewton at point E, whereas overhang DF is carrying a UDL of 4 kilonewton per meter over entire span. Here, this problem is the combination of a three span continuous beam. In addition to that, we are also having three span continuous beam, we are also having overhang also on both side of beam. Okay, so am I audible now? Because someone has replied that voice is not clearly audible. Someone please reply, am I audible? Okay, so in this problem, first step is calculation of span moment and fixed end moments. So as we know that for span AB, these are the calculations for span AB. Span AB, which is carrying point load other than central point load. So span moment will be WAB by L. So W is 45, A is 4, B is 2, and L is 6. So it comes out to be 16 kilonewton meter. Similarly, am I audible? Please someone reply.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so for span AB, it is carrying a point load. So MFAB, which is left hand side moment, will be minus WAB square upon L square. So it comes out to be 20, whereas MFBA will be WA square B upon L square, which will be 40. Now for span BC, it is carrying central point load. So these are the calculations for span BC. So central point load span moment will be WL by 4. So it is equal to 30 kilonewton meter, and fixed end moment, left hand side moment will be minus WL by 8. So after putting value of W is equal to 30, L is equal to 4 divided by 8, it is going to be 15, and right hand side moment will be same value but in positive sense. Now for span CD, it is also carrying a central point load, that means point load at midspan. So W here, WL by 4, W is 16, L is 3 divided by 4, it is equal to 12 kilonewton meter. Similarly, span moments will be at left hand side minus WL by 8, at right hand side plus WL by 8, so minus 6 and plus 6 kilonewton meter. Now next important part here is these moments of overhang. So as I have said in earlier lectures, the moments of overhang for right hand side overhang moment will always be negative, and for left hand side overhang moment will be always positive. Why? Because if you observe, for this overhang AE, moment is acting like this. That means moment is acting in anti-clockwise direction. To resist this external moment, the restoring moment will act in clockwise direction, and these signs should be given for restoring moment. That's why left hand side overhang will be taken always taken as positive. Similarly, for DF case, if you see downward UL is acting, so about T, this moment will act in clockwise direction. To resist this clockwise moment, anti-clockwise moment should be there. So anti-clockwise moment at support will be always negative. Therefore, here if you see, in case of calculation of AE, it is taken as positive 10 into 1.2, so it will be equal to 12 kilonewton meter. Why? Because this MAE is restoring moment which is acting in clockwise direction. Similarly, MDF, it will be minus 4. Why minus sign? Because the restoring moment for external acting moment will be anti-clockwise. Therefore, minus 4 into 1.5 is the distance of UDL into 0.75 will be equivalent point load acting distance from support D. So it will be equal to minus 4.5 kilonewton meter. So these are all calculation of span moments and frictional moment, and additional to that, these are moments of overhang. Now next point here will be calculation of distribution factor. So here first of all we have to observe at which support we can calculate distribution factor. At support E we cannot calculate because it is a end support. Similarly at support D also we cannot calculate distribution factor because same reason, it is an end support. But at support B and at support C we can calculate DF because these both supports are intermediate simple support. Now first we will consider joint B. For joint B, there are two members meeting. First one is BA, next one is BC. Now for BA case, A will be a far support. For BC case, C will be a far support. Now in case of BA, far support, that means in case of BA, A is far support which is of simple type, that means end simple type. Therefore, K will be 3/4 of EI by L. So 3/4 into EI for AB is given as 2I divided by length is 6 meters, so it is equal to 0.25 EI. Similarly, in case of BC, C is far support. Now at support B, if you observe C, so it is a intermediate support. It is not an end support. Unlike in case of BA, A is the end simple support, whereas C is the intermediate simple support. And if the far support is intermediate support or a continuous support, then K value is going to be EI by L. So L is 4 here, EI for BC is given as 1I, so it is equal to 0.25 EI. If we take summation of K at joint B, it is going to be 0.5 EI, and distribution factor for PA will be 0.25 divided by 0.5, it is going to be 0.5, and for BC 0.25 divided by 0.5, again it will be 0.5. Now let us come to joint C. Now at joint C, if you observe, there are two members meeting, CB and CD, and now in case of joint C, for CB member, B will be a far support and here D will be a far support. So B is a continuous or intermediate support, so K is going to be EI by L. So L is 4, so it will be equal to 0.25 EI. Now in case of CD, D is far support, and if you observe, D is a end simple support. Though there is a presence of overhanging span beyond point D, but it is a end support, therefore, and which is of simple type, therefore this K value for CD is going to be 3/4 of EI by L. So 3/4 EI is given as 3, 3 will get cancelled, 1/4 is equal to 0.25 EI. Now if we take summation at joint B, it is going to be 0.25 plus 0.25, it is 0.5 EI, and DF is 0.25 divided by 0.5, it is 0.5, and similarly for CD case, it is also equal to 0.5. So this is all about calculation of span moment and fixed end moment. Now next part, this MDM table, we will actually see this MDM table. So for that, so first factor here in MDM table, we write down generally distribution factor. So for BA, distribution factor is 0.5. For BC, it is 0.5. For CB also 0.5. For CD, it is 0.5. Now, next step usually in MDM table is writing of your fixed end moment. But if you recall, we are having this problem of overhanging spans. So whenever there is an overhanging span, first of all, we have to nullify or balance this overhanging support. So we are having two overhanging support. First is support A, Next is support D, and at support A there is an overhanging moment of 12 kilonewton meter is acting on the left side of A, whereas at support D on the right side of D there is a moment of minus 4.5 kilonewton meter is acting. So here on the left side of A there is a moment of 12 kilonewton, and on the right side of D there is a moment of minus 4.5 kilonewton. So these are overhanging moments. Now here in case of overhanging beam, first of all we have to balance this overhanging support. So if we want to balance this support, how to balance that? So on the left side of A, balancing means what? We have to make summation of moment at that joint is equal to 0. So on the left side of A, there is a moment of 12 kilonewton, positive 12 kilonewton is acting. If we add same moment here, but with negative sign or with opposite sign, so if we now take summation of moment at joint A, so plus 12 minus 12, it is going to be 0. So it is fine here. That means we have added an external moment of minus 12 kilonewton at support A, and whenever we are adding such type of moments, at that time we have to apply carryover. So 12 by 2, it is going to be 6 kilonewton meter moment. This is to compensate overhanging effect. Now similarly at joint D, on the right side of D, there is a moment of minus 4.5 kilonewton meter is acting. So we have to add a same value with opposite sign. So plus 4.5, and half of that should be carried over to nearest support. That means this will be 2.25 kilonewton meter. So this is nothing but balancing of overhang. So here overhang problem is completely over. That means after this we don't need to bother about this overhanging support. Now next step is FEMs, writing of FEM, that is fixed end moment. So MFAB is minus 20, MFBA is 40, MFBC is minus 15, MFCB is plus 15, MFCD is minus 6, and MFDC is plus 6. Yes, someone has said minus 6 carryover. Yes, thank you for that. Because this external moment of minus 12 is added, therefore we have to add here. This overhang carryover will be minus 12 by 2. It is going to be minus 6. Thank you for that. Now we have written down all the fixed end moments. Now after writing down fixed end moment, as per our usual procedure, if we observe in original problem, here support A and support D, these both supports, support A and support D, these are end simple supports. So as end simple supports are present, we have to apply end correction here. So moment of minus 20 is acting at support A. So how to apply end correction? We have to add plus 20 moment, and half of this should be carried over. Similarly at support D, minus 6 moment, and half of that should be carried over. So it is minus 3. So this is step of end correction in this case. And now we have to take summation of all the moments. So here it will be plus 12, then is plus 20, minus 20, and minus 12. The answer will be minus 12. Here 40 plus 10, 50 minus 6 is going to be 44. This is minus 15. This is plus 15. This 2.25 minus 6 minus 3. It is going to be minus 6.75. Then this plus 4.5 plus 6 minus 6, it is going to be 4.5, and here it is going to be minus 4.5. Now if you observe, if you calculate unbalanced moment at support A, it is going to be 0. Why? Because plus 12 minus 12, 0. Similarly, unbalanced moment at support D, plus 4.5 minus 4.5, it is 0. So support A and support D both are balanced, or both are balanced. So we need not to do anything for support A and support D from now onwards. Only thing is that we have to calculate unbalanced moment at support B and at support C. So that we are going to see. Now next, for support A, 44 minus 15. So unbalanced moment of 29 will be there. Sorry. Unbalanced moment of 29 is acting at support B, and 29 is a positive. So next correction will be here negative here. But before applying this correction, we have to multiply with respect to distribution factor. So for BA case, 29 into 0.5. So it is going to be 14.5. Similarly, at the right hand side also DF is same, so it is 14.5. Now similarly at support C, unbalanced moment value is 15 minus 6.7. It is going to be 15 minus 6.7. It is going to be 8.25. So unbalanced moment is positive, so next correction should be negative, but before applying this correction we have to multiply with respect to distribution factor. So 8.25 into 0.5 is going to be 4.125. 4.125. Why both corrections are same? Because distribution factor is same for all the cases. So this 14.5 is nothing but 29 into 0.5, and how this 29 value has came? So it is nothing but 44 minus 15, it is 29, and before applying this correction we have multiplied by distribution factor of 0.5, therefore this 14.5. Similarly this 8.25, from where this value has came, it is nothing but 15 minus 6.75, so it is equal to 8.25, and this value of this correction of 4.125 and 4.125 is nothing but 8.25 into distribution factor 0.5, so that is 4.125. Now yesterday, due to some technical issue, from here onwards the problem was somewhat I could not be able to exactly demonstrate problem to you, but now we are going to see. Now this correction generally we apply carry over to this correction. So this correction for BA did not to be carried over to nearest support because this A support is already balanced one. So this minus 4.5 on BA should not be carried over. Similarly, this minus 4.125 of CD need not to be carried over to support D because support D is already unbalanced one, or support D is end simple support. But this correction of minus 14.5 for BC and correction of minus 4.125 for CB should be carried over to each other, because these both support B and support C are support B and support C are intermediate support or a continuous support. So how to carry over that? So half of this should be carried over here and half of this should be carried over here. So this minus 14.5 by 2, it is going to be minus 7.25, and this minus 4.125 divided by 2, it is going to be minus 2.063. So this is nothing but this minus 2.063 nothing but 4.125 divided by 2, and this minus 7.25 is nothing but 14.5 divided by 2. Now from here problem is somewhat different in case of a 3-span continuous beam, or in case of a 2 consecutive continuous support. Now after this, here in case of BA we will just write down 0 value. Similarly in case of CD, here we will write down 0 value. Now for this particular step, if you calculate unbalanced moment, so at support B unbalanced moment will be of value minus 2.063. How it comes? Because 0 minus 2.063, that summation will be minus 2.063. So for this correction, for this unbalanced moment, we have to apply correction. That means for BA case, minus 2.063 into 0.5, it is going, and in addition to that, this unbalanced moment is negative. So next correction will be positive here. But before applying that correction, we have to multiply this unbalanced moment with respect to distribution factor. So 2.063 into 0.5, it is going to be 1.032, same at both sides because distribution factor is same for both cases. Okay, similarly at support C, unbalanced moment will be minus 7.25 plus 0, so minus 7.25. Unbalanced moment is there. As this unbalanced moment is negative, next correction will be here positive, but before applying this correction we have to multiply by respective distribution factor. So it is going to be 3.625, 3.625. There is one query, let me handle this. Okay, someone asked that how did 0 came near 2.065 and 7.25? It is the procedure for solving MDM problem for two consecutive support. This 2.603 is nothing but half of 4.125, and the 7.25 nothing but half of 4.5. But there, for calculation of unbalanced moment, there should be some value of moment to the either side of support. That means on the right side of support B there is value of 2.063. So on left hand side of support B there is no any value. That's why we have considered this zero value. Similarly, for CD support, for C support, on the left hand side minus 7.25 moment is there. On right hand side there is no any moment present. That's why we are taking zero. So whenever there are two consecutive supports, you have to take zero on the side of support where moment is not present. So now from here again this correction of half should be carried over to here, and this half correction should be carried over to here. So this 1.032 divided by 2, it is going to be 0.516, and 3.625 divided by 2, it is going to be 1.813. So again here we will write down 0 0. Here unbalanced moment will be 1.813 positive, so next correction will be negative. Here unbalanced moment will be 0.516, so next correction will be again negative because unbalanced moment is positive. In each step I will not write down here again unbalanced moment here, because 0 plus 1.813, so 1.813 it is itself going to be unbalanced moment. So this 1.813, or rather it is better I will write down here unbalanced moment for this support 0.516, and now corrections will be 1.813 into 0.5, so it is going to be 0.907, and on right hand side also 0.907, and 0.516 into 0.5 is minus 0.253, not 3, 258. Here also 0.258. Again you have to draw one horizontal line, and now only we have to perform this carryover process for correction for corrections only. That means half of this should be again here, half of this should be again here. So minus 0.258 divided by 2 is going to be, sorry, minus 0.129, and this is minus 0.453. Again unbalanced moment will be here minus 0.129, for this support minus 0.453. Next correction should be positive, 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 and positive. But before applying this correction we have to multiply by respect to distribution factor for these supports. So 0.129 into 0.5, so 0.065. Here also 0.065, because on both hand side TF is same, and this 0.453 into 0.5 is going to be 0.227, 0.227. Again we have to perform another iteration. So half of this should be here, half of this should be here. So someone may ask that how many iterations we have to perform. You have to at least match, or you have to make at least this correction at both sides as 0.00 or something. At least you have to match 2 digit after decimal, make 2 digit after decimal as 0.00 something value at both hand side. Correction should be there. Soon you will see this 0.065 divided by 2, it is going to be 0.033, and this is 0.227 divided by 2, it is going to be 0.113. Here value will be 0, here also value 0. Here unbalanced moment of 0.113, here 0.033. So next corrections will be here negative, negative, here also negative and negative. So 0.113 into 0.5, it is going to be 0.057. Here also 0.057. here 0.033 into 0.5, 0.016, 0.016. Again, you have to draw one horizontal line. Half of this should be here, half of this should be here. So half of 0.057 is 0.029 and half of minus 0.016 is 0.008. So again, if you see, unbalanced moment here will be minus 0.008, here minus 0.029. So 0.008 minus, so next correction will be here positive, positive, positive and positive. 0.008 into 0.5, so 0.004, 0.004 and 0.029 into 0.5, it is going to be 0.015 and 0.015. There is one query, let me handle this. Okay, someone has asked that please explain MDM table once again. There are some network issue. I will upload this video on YouTube. So after this again we have to again, because at both side correction should be 0.00 something. So for support B this correction is 0.004, but at support C correction is not 0.015, some correction is there. In next iteration we may get this. So half of this should be here, so 0.002 and here 0.008. So here unbalanced moment is now 0.008. So next corrections will here will be negative, and here 0.002 next correction will be negative. So 0.08 into 0.5, 0.004, 0.004, and here corrections will be 0.001 and 0.001. So if you observe, we have at least made iteration up to 2 digit after decimal places are 0. There is again one query. So now whenever correction at both hand side are nearly equal to 0, then we have to stop doing next iteration. Now how to calculate final moments here? So let me zoom out. Now for final moments, after the step of this end correction, so wherever I am drawing this, after this step, you have to take vertical summation. That means MAB is going to be here minus 12 because there is no any carryover there. MAE is plus 12. So these two supports are already balanced. So minus 4.5 and plus 4.5 for MBC and MBF. Only remaining moments we have to calculate. So how to calculate these? So for that, MBA will be plus 44 minus 14.5 plus 0 plus 1.032 plus 0 minus 0.907 plus 0.065 minus 0.058 plus 0.004 minus 0.004. If you take this vertical summation, so this moment here will be 29.633. Now for right hand side, so this is this is MAE, this is MAB, this calculated moment is MBA. For MBC, minus 15 minus 14.5 minus 2.063 plus 1.032 plus 1.813 minus 0.907 minus 0.129 plus 0.065 plus 0.113 minus 0.057 minus 0.008 plus 0.004 plus 0.008 minus 0.004. If you take vertical this summation, so this will be minus 29.633. Now for CD, from this 15 up to this last point, if you take summation, so it is going to be 7.283 for For in case of CB, for CD, this from this minus 6.75 vertical summation 7 point minus 7.283. So now for all support, if you calculate unbalanced moment, those are going to be 0. For this support 0, for this support 0. This is BC, this is CB, this is CD, DC, and last is DA. So these are your final moments values. So here from which point you have to take summation, after the step of end correction, whatever moments are written, from that point you have to take vertical summation. Remember this. Now next important part is drawing of BMD. So here this is our problem. So first of all we will draw span moments. So span moment AB is 60. Span moment BC is 30. Span moment CD is 12. So these are span moment. Now MAE, for span AE, E is the left support, A is the right support. At E moment is 0. At A, at support A, here A, which is the right support, first on the left hand side of A, moment is positive 10. So right support, positive moment above the baseline. So it will start from 0 and 12 at A. Now MAB is minus 12. So left hand support, negative moment above the baseline. So it will start from this point only. Now MBA is 29.63. So right hand side, positive moment. So it will come somewhere here. This is 29.633. For BC, moment is minus 79.633. So left support, negative moment will start from here only. And right support MCB is 7.283. 7.283. For DC, for MDC is 4.5 positive. So right hand support, positive moment above the baseline. This is 4.5. And at last, for DF, moment is negative 4.5. So from left support, negative moment, it will start from this point up 0 at this point. So this is your final bending moment diagram. This is your BMD in kilonewton meter. So what are the important points to be remembered in case of a two span continuous beam is that is your MDM table. That is only important here. First of all, what we have done, we will see this problem once again. The span moment calculation and distribution factor calculation is not very much big part, but here in this case, first as this in this problem, I have also added this to overhang. First, what we have done in this first step is this overhang we have first balanced. So on the left-handed side of A, there is plus 12 moment is there. So that we have nullified by adding same moment but with opposite sign. So plus 12 minus 12, and half of this added moment is carried over. Similarly, at D, on the right hand side of the minus 4.5 moment is acting. So that has to be balanced with plus 4.5 moment. And for this balanced moment, we have applied carried over. Okay. Then next step is this second step is FEM. So we have written down all the FEMs. Next step is end correction. As support A and support D, both are end simple support. So these moments value we have added plus 20 and minus 6, and half of that is carried over to nearest support. So plus 20 by 2, 10, minus 6 by 2, minus 3. Then we have taken summation of moment. So at support A plus 12 minus 12. So this support is already balanced here. At support B, summation is 45 minus 15 plus 15, 6.75, and this support D is also already balanced. Now after this, what we have done, we have calculated first unbalanced moment. So at support B, unbalanced moment of 29 is acting. So that 29 is 44 minus 15. So, and as this unbalanced moment is positive, next corrections are negative. Similarly, at support C, unbalanced moment of 8.25 is acting. How this value of 8.25 has came? So it is nothing but 15 minus 6.75. Now to add correction, to multiply this unbalanced moment with respect to distribution factor. So this 14.5 value is nothing but 29 into 0.5. So at both side of support, this distribution factor is 0.5, 0.5. So these corrections are same at both sides. So here also this 4.125 is nothing but 8.25 into 0.5. This is 4.125. This is 4.125. From this step, in case of three-span continuous beam or whenever there are two adjacent continuous support, what we have to do? The correction near adjacent support we have to carry over to each other. So this 14.5 has been half carried over to support C, and this 4.125 has been half carried over to support B. So this 14.5 by 2 minus 7.25 and 4.125 divided by 2 minus 2.063, that carry over or that correction has been carried over. Now from this step, what we are doing, we are only applying, or we are only calculating unbalanced moment for taking this correction only. That means we are directly assuming on the left hand side of correction step or the other side of correction step, there is no any moment is acting. That's why this 0 is written down directly here. So 0 minus 2.063 unbalanced moment will be directly this. So by applying correction, these values are applied. Then similarly for support C also minus 7.25. Again, just we have just we are doing same step. That means just we are carry overing only corrections, and other side corrections we are taking 0. So up to which point you have to take do this? Up to the point where both side corrections are nearly equal to 0, or at least 2 digit after decimal should be equal to 0. So after doing all the iterations, in this step we have found out that from both sides at both support corrections are 0.004. Now to find out final moment, we have to take summation of moment from end correction step up to this last correction. So by this we have found out this all the final moment. And drawing of BMD is just as